Welcome back to Dad's Foxbody Garage. I wanted to start a series on repainting the engine bays on these Fox Mustangs. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We'll get right back to you. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. And if you remember, this is Vader, our new project car here. We're going to convert it into a drag and drive. Well, I mean convert, I mean kind of put it together, because it is a shell. I don't think I showed you guys last time, but it is literally an empty shell. So spent a couple days getting rid of garbage in the engine bay. I mean garbage, I mean like disconnect the steering column, take the brake booster out, pulled the wiring back through. Wiring is interesting. We'll just leave it at that. Gonna need a little cipher in to figure that one out. But then I went and degreased the engine bay and power washed it, and as you can see, a lot of the black paint has come off. Somebody, I'm guessing, just rattle canned it and didn't prep it much because there's no primer, and just sprayed black. So I just used that Harbor Freight degreaser that comes in a gallon, scrubbed it the best I could, and just wheeled the front of the car, pushed the front of the car out of the garage, and just hit it with my Harbor Freight power washer, you know, little guy over there. And tell you what, I love that little thing. Really sweet. You know, a little bit noisy, makes that high-pitched noise, but really works awesome. But I also wanted to show you one of the reasons I bought this car was when I went and looked at it, it had good shock towers, right? I mean, I call this, how well you can see that in there. Let me get the flashlight here. I mean, that little spot of rust, that's nothing. You know, this is a Michigan car. Yeah, it is in really nice shape. The frame rails, shock towers. I mean, it is really sound, and that's what I was looking for when I found this car. So that ticks all the boxes. So from there, once I get this cleaned, again, I'm not making a show car. I just want it to be clean enough where I can repaint it where paint's going to stick if I decide to, you know, clean the engine or something. And I'm going to have to sand everything down, any nuts and bolts and stuff, the miscellaneous stuff that's left, I'll pop that off. Straighten anything out that I can. The poor old radiator support down there, like all of them, guys, it's seen some abuse. But this car is almost 40 years old, right? So gonna do some more cleaning, probably run up to the store and get some brake clean, and then I'm gonna scuff the whole thing down, sand it down with I think I have a DeWalt orbital sander, and I'm going to prime it, probably do like an epoxy primer, something that's really going to stick, and then shoot it with color on top of that. And the color I think I'm going to shoot is I'm going to try to find the most metallic red I can find. I'd love to find like a speedboat red, but we'll see what I can find. But I also want to get some POR You know, I want to go over the rusty spots with some POR, and I do have some rusty metal converter. So I'm going to hit everything that I can, just so it doesn't get any worse than it is. Because, you know, I'm putting all this effort into it, why not, right? So, yeah, just really happy. The more I dig into this thing, I know some people are like sending me like, you know, the raised eyebrow emoji and stuff. Like, what am I thinking? But, this is what I like to do, guys. Some people like driving them a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love driving my stuff. But honestly, I think I like working on them more than I do driving. So just wanted to bring you up to speed. When I start getting to the next stage, I'll pick the camera back up. But there's no sense of just watching me, you know, sand on stuff and grind on stuff. That's pretty boring. But we'll catch you, well, when there's something more more interesting. Thanks. Alright guys, well, I almost screwed up. I almost didn't video this, but let me spin this around here. You can see, you know, I got this where I want it. Not all the paint is off. It's just, you know, stuff that came off easy. I went ahead and sanded it off. And then there are other areas, there's still paint on there. And again, like I said, if it doesn't want to come off, you know, I'm going to say that's pretty well stuck on there. And I'm going to paint over the top of it. But you can see on the other side here, it's all been primed. I'm just using, you know, spray bomb primer. Used, what was that stuff called? You know, the, oh, there it is. I use this stuff to put on there first on the rusty metal areas after I, you know, did my best to grind them down, just so we can stop that from getting any worse. And you know, I think it's coming a long ways. I want to get a coat of primer on all this, because then I can start looking at stuff a little bit closer. You know, some of the paint will lift up because of the primer. But then there's some seam sealer action that needs to happen. But it's looking good. I'll let you know what it looks like, or show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, well, there she is. One coat of primer on there. Now, I know half of you are probably screaming at the TV right now saying, you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, or why did you not pull out the heater box, or this other stuff, and why is the K-member still on there? Well, K-member is still on there so I can roll the car around, right? I will be getting, at least this is the plan, a tubular K-member down the road. But for now, if I need to get it off the lift, I can roll it off the lift. And again, I'm not making a show car here. I'm making something that's better than it was, that when I pop the hood, my showpiece that's all over in a million pieces here is the engine. It's gonna look decent, you know. But I know me, and I know that I need to keep motivated. And the way I keep motivated is I have to see some forward progress. Now, what this does for me right now is it makes me happy that this is all one color, right? But I know I'm probably going to cut off the lower radiator support, so I didn't mess with that. Probably going to go with one of those tubular rad support things, you know. But what this also does is it shows every little imperfection. Let me show you. Like, up here is where you're going to see stuff, right? I mean, maybe not a ton, but it's going to be front and center. See how the paint that I scuffed, thought I could paint over, has curled up. Two little spots there. Oh, looks like a flake there. This doesn't look too great up in here. So now, with my rattle can of primer here and a piece of sandpaper on my finger, I can come out here and poke around and touch stuff up when I got a chance. and you know, make it look better. Just work my way around, you know, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time in areas that you're never going to see, like the tunnel. Yeah, I'll probably do something with the tunnel, but probably do it from the bottom. I tried doing it like halfway up and climbing in there with the K-member on, but and that's a little tight. I'm not a fan of that. And the stuff up top here on the shock towers, again, all that's going to be changed with the addition of a tubular K-member. So that's one of the beauties of doing things like with spray bomb or spray can, because you can go back and you can hit an area, and then when you're all done, you know, you can scuff it down and clear coat it. I did Calypso the same way. You know, I used the automotive paint that was put in cans, so it was the right paint code. But I don't know what I'm even doing for paint yet on this one, but it is going to be rattle can. But you can just work certain areas, and then when you're all done and you're happy with everything, just clear coat the whole thing and it'll all look nice and uniform. So that's the way I stay motivated, guys. You do you. Like I said, I'm no professional. But wow, what a difference it makes. Let me spin this around one more time. I mean, look at the shock tower, guys. That makes me really happy. You know, not having to mess around with that stuff. I mean, that's worth its weight in gold when it comes to a Foxbody. You know, that and torque boxes, right? You know, and everything else you can replace. You know, I'm not worried about a little work on the floor and all that stuff, because you know, you weld in a patch, you throw some seam sealer on it and some kind of paint, and you throw carpet over the top of it. You never see it. But it's the strength that you got to make sure that the car has got it where it needs it. So I'm going to mess around a little more. I don't know if I'm going to capture that on video, but I did get a can of metallic red, and I might just hose that on a little bit of area in here and see how that looks, see if that shade's all right. But that's what I want to do. Like, it's going to be a black car with a metallic red engine bay, and the motor's black and red, pretty much. So, all right, guys. All right, well, you knew that I had to try a little red on there, so here we go. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty nice. Not as bright as I was thinking, but it might grow on me. And the best part about it is I don't have to get that one mixed. That's just over-the-counter red from AutoZone. So anyhow, just to show you, it doesn't take fancy equipment. Just takes time and a whole lot of motivation. So I'm going to keep plucking along at this, and we'll probably update you know, on the next project we do on here, and I'll go back and show you the completed engine bay. But for now, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share. All that stuff helps the channel, and we'll see you guys at the Motor City Fox Fest.